video of ours, we are going to learn today about the nervous tissue, the fourth type of animal tissue which is there in your syllabus. And this nervous tissue is very important tissue because the central nervous system, the peripheral nervous system is consisting of this tissue. So we should learn what the tissue is, what is the structure of single neuron and how this tissue works. So nervous tissue actually is the main tissue which is component of two parts of the nervous system, the brain and spinal cord. Brain and spinal cord is consisting of central nervous system, which is also called CNS in short, and the peripheral nervous system. Peripheral nervous system are the branches of these nerves which are going to the periphery of the body. So they are called peripheral nervous system, PNS. And this nervous system, the central nervous system and the peripheral nervous system together are controlling all the body functions and activity. Our brain is made up of nervous tissue only. Our spinal cord is made up of nervous tissue only. So brain and spinal cord is central nervous system, and the nerves which are present all over our body, that is peripheral nervous system. These are the two systems which are controlling body functions and activity of our body. So, and this is like this. The brain is there and its branches are all over the body. Now, if you see the component of nervous tissue, there are neurons. The cell, one cell is called neuron. So, one cell of this nervous tissue is called neuron, and each neuron is consisting of a cell body which is called cyton, and there are its branches, and these branches are in the form of dendrites and axon. So dendrites and axon are the branches of the nerve cell, and there is one cell body. So this comprises the structure of the nervous, one cell of the nerve. Now this, if you see the one cell of the nerve, that is the neuron, the cell body is the enlarged portion of the neuron that contains the nucleus. Nucleus is there, and it is the nutritional center of the neuron where macromolecules are produced. The cell body also contains densely staining areas of rough endoplasmic reticulum. So the rough endoplasmic reticulum are stained here, and these are called Nissl bodies which are found in the cell of the neuron, and these are not found in the dendrites or axon. Then there is dendrites. Dendrite is a branch of the cell, nerve cell. It is a thin branch structure which extends from the cytoplasm of the cell body, nerve cell. Now the dendrites, they provide a receptive area. They receptive area means they receive the signal, they receive the message, and then they transmit this message, this electrical impulse, because the nerves, they are not talking with each other like we talk. They don't have the language. Their language is what? The electric impulse. So they communicate with each other in the form of electrical impulses. So these impulses are transmitted are received by the dendrites, and then they are transmitted to the cell body. So dendrites are receiving the information and passing it to the cell body. Then there is axon. Axon is a long process that conducts impulse away from the cell body. So axon is actually transferring the information from cell body to other nerve cells. So they are conducting the nerve impulse away from the body. They are taking the impulse away from the body. Axons vary in length from only a millimeter long. They can be only 1 millimeter long, or they can be up to meter long. Because if we see the central nervous system and our foot, the length is too much. So if it can be meters extended, it can be joined by the nerve, or it can be small. So if the length of the axon varies depending on the neuron to neuron. The origin of the axon near the cell body is an expanded. Dendrites are to receive and axon are to give. So that is the difference in the function of the dendrite and axon. Dendrites are to receive the impulse and axon is to give the impulse away from the cell body. And axons, as we discussed, that they vary in their length. The length is variable as per the function of the neuron. The structure of a nerve cell. This is one nerve cell which is called neuron. Now this is the cell body. In cell body you will find the nucleus and these are the dendrites, the branch structure, and then here you will find the axon. This is the axon. Now this axon, these are the Schwann cells. Now these cells, they are connected by nodes and these nodes are called nodes of Ranvier. So these are nodes of Ranvier. Now you will find this axon may be having the myelin sheath or may not be having myelin sheath. So if it is having myelin sheath, they are called myelinated, myelinated or non-myelinated axons. So if this sheet is there, myelin sheet is there, the axon is called myelinated axon. And if the sheet is not there, then the axon is called non-myelinated axon. So this is the covering, the sheet which is there, and these are the axon terminals. So this is the simple and basic structure of a one single neuron. And all these neurons, they are connected to each other. Connected means not joining hand to hand, but there is some gap also between these nerves that is called synapse. So through the synapse, the neurotransmitter chemicals are released and they are helping in the conduction of the nerve impulse. Like suppose if I tell you to stand from one place to another place, all of you with your hands joined, and I will give message to one of you, the first child, in his or her ear, that this is the message. So you have to convey that message to each and everyone so that it reaches the last one. So similarly, the nerves are also working in our body. The neurons are passing the message from brain to different parts of the body. It is receiving the message from different parts of the body and taking it to the brain. And then brain is ordering what has to be done. So the controlling body is brain and spinal cord, and they are controlling all the activities of our body. But it is so fast that we really don't realize. Suppose I'm pricking your hand with a pin, you will immediately remove your hand and you will think that it is an immediate action, but it is not. When I'm pricking your body, your skin, the message is received by the muscles, then it is being sent to the nerve and it is reaching there and the order is coming and then you are removing that. So there are different neurons in our body depending on their function. They are sensory, they are motor, and there are interneurons also. There are mixed neurons also which are doing the function of sensation as well as motor neurons. So this is the difference between axon. As I told you, the myelinated sheath, if it is present, it is myelinated axon. If it is not present, it is non-myelinated. Then synapse, as I told you, the synapse is the gap between two neurons, one neuron and the two neurons. So it is a junction between the axon terminal of one neuron and the dendrite of the next neuron. So axon of one and dendrite of two. And it is separated by a small gap. And this gap is called the synapse. So synapse is the place where the neurotransmitters are secreted. As I told you, depending on the structure, basis of the structure, the neurons can be defined into multipolar, unipolar, bipolar neurons, and on the basis of their function, they can be divided into sensory and motor. Sensory are the which are sensing something and then they are taking this to the cell body, and from cell body the message is being transferred to the axon. Now axon is the structure of the neuron which is responsible for transmitting the nerve impulse, the electric impulse from one nerve to another. So the connection is between the axon and the dendrite of the next neuron. One neuron and second neuron, and the connection is between axon to dendrite. because axon of one neuron is giving the information and dendrite of another neuron is receiving the information. And these two also are not absolutely connected. There is some gap, and that gap is called synapse, where the neurotransmitters are there, the chemicals are there, which are helping in the conduction of nerve impulse. So on the basis of their function, the neurons can be divided. Sensory means the one who is sensing, and motor means the one who is, like motor is the muscle, the motor one who is receiving the sensation. So sensation and motor, sensory neuron, motor neuron, and the interconnecting neurons are interneurons. So the nervous system, the nervous tissue, which is consisting of the tissue which is made up of nerve cells, and these nerve cells are the structure we have discussed. And let's see the summary part. The 4 tissues we have discussed of animal. First is epithelial tissue. Epithelial is all over the skin. Then all organs are covered. This all is epithelial, and we have discussed about different types of epithelial. Then there is muscle tissue. The muscles are there. They are with the skeleton. So they are skeletal muscle. Inside the organ, the smooth muscles, and heart muscles, the cardiac muscle. So 3 types of muscles are there. Then we have discussed the connective tissue. So connective tissue, there are different types of connective tissue. The bone is there. The tendon is there, the ligament is there, the fat is there, and the cartilage is there, blood is there, lymph is there. So these are all different types of connective tissue. And then we have discussed nervous tissue. So nervous tissue is brain, spinal cord, peripheral nervous system, all nerves which are present in the brain, spinal cord, and nerves. They all are comprising of nervous tissue. So this is all about the animal tissue.